There is a birthday present I have left in the studio unopened for over a year from somebody in here. And it all has to do with superficial reasons. So last year, I turned 27. Oh, I miss my youth. I'm so old now. And everyone is so thoughtful. I always used to say that I wasn't a big birthday person because, I don't know, no one ever really like shows up for me on my birthday. So I think just kind of like over time, I've just become one of those people that doesn't put a lot of weight on birthdays. But ever since moving here, everyone has been so generous with their time or with their gifts. And it's been cool to like show up to work and be like, oh, it's my birthday. Like, I wonder if something cool is going to happen. Like, you know, maybe my favorite country music star is going to call in because that happened once. And Cassie, being so thoughtful and so generous, brought me in a gift about a year ago because she had noticed something on my TikTok that I was really excited about and had mentioned to her in one of our conversations. So a couple years ago, when I was back living in Florida, I was a big physical book reader. So I would always go to like Books A Million or Barnes and Noble. And while I was there, I noticed that my local Barnes and Noble had set up this little section in the back called Blind Date with a Book. And because I think of life through the lens of content, I was like, oh, I can probably turn this into a really fun TikTok series. And so for a couple of months, I was like crazy viral on the TikTok For You page because I would do these little segments where I would film myself going to the bookstore and showing them all the options and which books you could choose from, because the way it works is it's this shelf and all the books are wrapped in some paper to where you can't see what the actual book is. And on the front, it'll tell you like what's included in the book. Like, is it a romance? Is it a thriller? Is it sci-fi? Is it, you know, action, adventure, or whatever? And you get to choose your blind date with a book. So I would go through all the options and I would show what your blind dates could be. And then in the end, I would pick one and I would say, okay, this is the one that I picked. This is why I picked it. And then I would leave people on a cliffhanger. And that's what would make me go viral because people would be like, oh, now I got to go to her profile and see what book it was. And then I would pretend to read it. And then I would do it all again next week.
You're crafty.
Anyway, so it was a really positive series. And Cassie, also being a fellow reader, when we were having a conversation about it, took note of it and went to a local bookstore here in Atlanta and noticed that they did the same thing and brought me a blind date with a book a year ago so I could do the same thing again and maybe try and recreate some of the magic.
You just smacked it and the dust came off of it. I literally watched it go.
It's like watching Indiana Jones discover a relic.
But a year ago?
Yeah, a year ago. And so I filmed it. I was like, this will be fun. I'm going to go viral again on TikTok. And that'll be like a fun little bonus thing to this, you know, sweet gift that she got me. And so I filmed it and I posted on social media. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And I never went viral. And I like got 5 views or something. I was like, it'll take off. And I'm like, maybe I'll refilm it. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job. Like maybe my fans just don't know what they want. Like the audience doesn't know, you know, what they're looking for. And I just need to wait for them to catch on to like this thing that they used to really, really like. And so it's just been sitting there for a while. And I'm like, when am I going to open it? And so I realized when I scrolled back that it's been about a year since she's given me it. And so I thought, what better way to celebrate the year anniversary of her giving me this book than to finally open it up on air.
Now, Cassie, your feelings on this. You give somebody a gift and they wait a year to open it up.
It literally doesn't bother me.
Okay.
If y'all remember one time, I kept getting Tommy birthday presents, but not thinking they were good enough. So I think we did an on-air break where I gave him 5 years worth of like birthday and Christmas gifts at one time.
It was awesome. It was like Christmas Day.
So yeah. Everyone opens stuff on their own timeline, and that's the point of a gift. You give it to somebody, and then it's out of your hands, and it's not for you. It's for them to do with what they will.
Yeah, it's literally been sitting behind me in the studio, on the shelf behind me. So if you watch our Facebook videos and you see a little gift bag, yep, that's the gift that's been sitting there. So this is the blind date with a book. It is about a bad boy and a goody two-shoes. Hello.
Okay.
It's sweet, funny, and steamy, and it's a bucket list romance. And the song that goes along with it is Too Sweet by Hosier. Let's open it up, finally. Wait. Yeah, get the dust off. It's actually really thick packaging. Very excited.
Watch it be one you've read.
Oh, no. It's actually one I wanted to read for a while. Get a life, Chloe Brown.
What is that?
It's a popular romance book.
Okay.
But it's a series I haven't read yet.
Oh.
So anyway, a year later, I will finally read this book. Thank you, Cassie, for my birthday gift a year later.
I'm glad it's when you wanted, because I've bought one of those for my husband and it did not go so well.
No, I've heard this one's really
about
good.
A person eating other people. So,
Ooh.
yay!
Yay!
It's been so long since she gave it to you. You're lucky it's still in print.
I'm lucky it didn't disintegrate or
Yeah,
something.
right.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.